Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Mad Cinema Reviews. You know that it's your lovely host of Mad Cinema Reviews, Peter Mann. That's me. What's up, y'all? Today's episode, I got the double feature review, and that is Blink Twice and Strange Darling. Before we get into these creepy, disturbing titles, let's go ahead and get into some business, and that is to press like, subscribe, and be sure to hit the notification bell as well to notify you of any and all reviews to this channel. One announcement I have to give, and that is, yes, things have slowed down as far as the content is concerned, but that's only because your boy is back in school. I know, with a lot of soul searching and doing some research, I've gone back into a master's program, so yeah, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to delve into my personal business. So if things get slow on the content, well, then you know I'm busy with school and things of that nature. I also have a family as well. But let's get back into the fun stuff, the reviews. Let's go with the first film, and that is Strange Darling. Actor Giovanni Ribisi is the director of photography, and it's shot on 35mm. And this film is described as nothing is what it seems when a twisted one-night stand spirals into a serial killer's vicious murder spree. Willa Fitzgerald and Kyle Gallner are the leads in this film. And simply, they don't have names. One's the lady, one's the monster. And when you meet them, they're on a blind date. They don't know much about each other. And what I like about this film is told in sections, like a book, chapters 1 through 6. However, told not in chronological order. It's just meant to tell a narrative where there's a lot of twists, there's a lot of turns, there's a lot of surprises, there are a lot of depictions of violence, and not just violence, but sexual violence as well. So there is a few trigger warnings here and there, but it is brave, it's bold, it's brazen. I want to say if Quentin Tarantino really sat down and wanted to give you a psychological thriller, if he wanted to present you with a hard-edged noir crime drama / mystery / horror film, then Strange Darling is what he would come up with. It's a demented mind of J.T. Molnar. I'm not really familiar with the director's work. However, I am very impressed with the cast. We also have Ed Begley Jr. and Barbara Hershey. However, you want to hone in on the lady and the monster. Now, Ella Fitzgerald is someone that I'm not familiar with, and I just did a brief Google search, and the only thing I would know her from is the Scream series that I didn't know and pay attention to this actor. She is phenomenal. She's dynamic. When she's on screen, she's like a chameleon. She gets into different dynamics and mindsets and moods, and it is shaped by the lady. You feel her concerns once she gets in too deep with this guy that she meets, and they're into kind of like rough play, almost like sadomasochistic stuff. They want to tie each other. They want to, their safe words, their precautionary measures to their tryst, I guess you could say. And so things kind of get a little off the deep end, and furthering the agenda, you get to how they are manipulating one another. And in this scenario, there is a serial killer, and very unassuming. I think Kyle Gallner really plays it as very mysterious. There's a shroud of mystery and mystique about his aura in the film, and I'm not familiar with him as well. I think maybe Scream 5, I remember him being the a-hole that dies fairly quickly in the movie. But other than that, I think the two powerhouse performances of Kyle Gallner and Fitzgerald are phenomenal. They have to trust one another. They build this rapport And there are twists and turns that I don't really want to get into. In fact, if you go onto my Letterboxd, I give a kind of cryptic message, and if you want to read between the lines, don't. Go watch Strange Darling. It really is phenomenal. It is short of a classic, with it feeling a little bit like a first-time director, and if that's the case, and then I nailed it. If not, sorry to the director, but it does feel like a rookie hand at the helm. However, the cinematography is crisp. 35mm is really just beautiful, and I like the sound design. I like when anybody lights up a cigarette, and the burn from the cigarette really is heightened. You really feel the mood, you really feel the ambiance. And Strange Darling, you just get into some crazy strange shit. Buckle up, because it's really not what you are expecting. Strange Darling is one of the strongest drama, horror, thriller, whatever this amalgam of a film is. Strange Darling has it all, and the performances are just knockout to boot. I will give Strange Darling one of my favorite films of the year, and it's nearly out of 5 stars. It's 4.5, but just nearly at the cusp. Let's get into the next film, which is a star-studded event, and it happens to be actress Zoe Kravitz's directorial debut, and that's Blink Twice. A tech billionaire, Slater King, meets cocktail waitress Frida at his fundraising gala. He invites her to join him and his friends for a dream vacation on his private island. Wild nights soon blend the sun-soaked days, but when strange things start to happen, Frida must uncover the truth if she is to make it out alive. Naomi Ackie, who played Whitney Houston, is in the role of Frida, and Channing Tatum is Slater King, this tech billionaire. And she musters up the courage at her cocktail waitress job. She's at a gala of his, and she meets his inner circle. A lot of tech bros, a lot of groupies, a lot of male and female entrepreneurs that want to be in the inner workings, in the inner circle of Slater King. They want to be in the business of Slater King, and he's kind of this elusive and mysterious tech billionaire, and she gets her opportunity to bump into him in the gala and definitely make a appearance, if you will, and make an impression, and she certainly does. And Channing Tatum, Slater King, invites her and her friend off to his private island, where there is nothing but tropic breeze, food aplenty. Anything that you want, you get. This film co-stars Haley Joel Osment, Simon Rex, Adria Arjona, who's also having a good year. I think Hitman, she was great in. And Christian Slater and Gina Davis round out the cast as well. I think that this film was very, very meticulously plotted, and the way it is told narratively is kind of a slow burn, and I like the fact that it builds kind of this tipping point, and the events that occur in the latter half are definitely different from the first half of the film. First half of the film, it's kind of like a mystery, almost like setting up of a whodunit. However, it has a twist, and you literally do not see it coming. With these two films, Blink Twice and Strange Darling, these films throw you for a freaking loop, and Blink Twice does the same. And Zoe Kravitz, a great actor that she is, shows that she has the chops to direct as well. I think her directorial debut is bold, it's brazen. Warning at the beginning of the film, I don't want to get into it, but once you see it, take heed in its words, because if there's something that bothers you in the thematic elements, you may want to sit this out or just be cognizant of it. I think this is one of the best things Channing Tatum has done in his career thus far. I think Slater King is a role that really at first pigeonholes him to be kind of this pretty boy billionaire tech bro, but then things get a little bit more intricate. I will say that the minor characters really don't have much to do here, but it's very cool to see Simon Rex and Haley Joel Osment, and for that matter, Christian Slater, a guy that's been in the game for a long time, and it's great to have his appearance. Hell, Gina Davis really is a great addition to this film, and it's wonderful to see her on screen. I think once you know the twists, the turns, I think that the execution and the events that lead up to the conclusion really is the cherry on top, and just wait to see the events play out, and I think you'll be satisfied with it. Now, it's not everybody's cup of tea, and I get it. If you are not feeling what this film is putting down, I get it. I get the concerns. I get people being mixed on this film. However, I knew something was coming. I just didn't see it, and that's great for a thriller of this magnitude. I think kudos to everybody involved. It's a very strong directorial debut, and just kudos to Zoe Kravitz and Channing Tatum. I know you guys are engaged. I think that you keep it coming, keep the love alive. Hopefully everything turns out as well as Blink Twice did. Blink Twice will get a strong 4-star review from your boy. That's it. Let me know what you thought of Strange Darling if you've seen it, and Blink Twice if you've seen it. Let me know down in the comments down below, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.